The fallout from the Colonial Pipeline shutdown continues, but drivers may find all of us paying for it at the pump. Pippa Stevens is here with the impact it's having on gasoline prices. Pippa, I will admit I have not filled up yet this week. It's only Tuesday, but my plan is to fill up tomorrow right here in New Jersey. Will I be paying higher prices?
Hey, Dom. Well, you're one of the few people not filling up right now. It's the fourth straight day of the majority of that pipeline remaining shut down, and consumers now starting to feel it at the pump, both in terms of price and availability. Pipeline, of course, a key part of the country's energy infrastructure, supplying about 45% of the East Coast fuel through a network that spans more than 5,000 miles. Now, gas prices were already on the rise ahead of this, and AAA sees them rising even more in the wake of the pipeline shutdown. As of Tuesday, the national average for a gallon stood at $2.98, just a few pennies away from that $3 mark and around the highest level since November of 2014. Now, traders say that tanks were well supplied heading into the shutdown, but now consumers are unsurprisingly worried, so they're heading to the pump, and that's creating shortages, with some stations completely out of fuel. According to the latest data from Gas Buddy, more than 7% of stations in Virginia are totally wiped out, Dom. So consumers hitting the pumps, and that is creating this shortage here.
It feels like the early days of the pandemic when you couldn't find paper towels or toilet paper on any store shelves. It seems as though that Gas Buddy data that we just showed shows most of the outages happening in the South to Middle-Atlantic part of that pipeline path. Here in the Northeast, it's a little bit different right now. Can we expect to see this resolved sometime soon? What's the time frame? What's it going to be? And what exactly needs to be done in order to get us where we need to be to get this pipeline reopened again?
Well, time frame is completely key here, and we don't really have that much information around the time frame. The last time we heard from Colonial Pipeline was last night, when they said that they expect their systems to be back up and running by the end of the week. But so far, only part of one main line is back up and operational, and that's only on a limited basis, and it's being manually operated. So we can continue to see shortages if consumers continue to hit the pumps in anticipation of there being a greater supply shortage. But it's really important to note that this is heavily localized.
Sure.
It will be concentrated in areas along the eastern seaboard. Additionally, there are ways around this.
Right.
They can waive the Jones Act. Georgia has repealed the state tax right now on gas. So there's
Sure.
certainly actions that the government can take.
All right, Pippa Stevens.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.